And we should be live now. I'm sorry for the delay, guys. I was having some technical difficulties on my end, but it looks like things are working now. We are here with a brand new series tonight. I'm dropping some more frames here. But if this is working, welcome to the Detroit Lions rebuild franchise on Madden 17. And hopefully things are getting somewhat stable here. But I'm back streaming. I have a brand new series to debut for you tonight. And I've been looking forward to starting this. I've been thinking about how to get, this set up correctly and to make this series interesting. And I think I laid it out pretty well in the intro video earlier. If you haven't watched episode 0 yet, go back to the intro and check that out. Well, actually, you don't really need to. Now that you're here, you're going to see how things unfold anyway. So, what this series is going to be all about, basically, is me rebuilding the Detroit Lions. Although they're not like a bottom-feeding team, it's going to be a rebuild series. Maybe you've seen something similar on YouTube where people are going and taking these teams and kind of going through the season pretty quickly, doing a lot of simulating and getting the team better through the draft, free agency, trading. That's what this series is going to be about, although we are going to take time to see how the team is doing over the course of the series, and obviously take a look at the players and jump into some games. And now this series is going to be all about me being the GM. I'm not going to be playing the games. It's all about the team and the players. So we'll be jumping into some games, but going to the broadcast cam in the slow simming to see how things unfold. I hope that this is working. Can I get a teddy? I'm seeing a few teddies. I'm still seeing a few teddies. So we have over 400 here watching. Thank you for all tuning in. I appreciate it. Now, it's time for us to begin our new franchise. We're going to go offline here. We're going to use the active roster, the official one, just because a lot of these are, a lot of the ones online don't have like the right contracts or even some of the right players in some instances. So I'm just going to be using the official set right now. So hopefully everything is working pretty well and you guys got my intro. But we are going to be taking control of the Lions. That was the team that was selected in the poll in the intro episode. Over 1,000 of you voted. Way more than I anticipated, actually. And the Lions were the winners, actually, by far. I was surprised how much they won by. So the Lions are the team. Will be the owner in this series, by the way. Don't want to get fired here. And we got the first super chat of the day. Thank you, Mikey242007. I appreciate it. So we're gonna create. Well, actually, I didn't really think this through if I wanted to make an owner or if I wanted to be an owner. I guess I'll make one. Let's make an owner here. Former player, lifelong fan, financial mogul. So what do you guys think? Former player? Do we just get Calvin Johnson here to own the Lions? He retires and then he just owns the team. We could do something along those lines. And a super chat from 27 Super Yankees. I like the idea of this rebuild. It's different than your other YouTube rebuild, but I think this could be much better and add something new to your streams. Yeah, we'll see if it ends up being better. But I just wanted to try something new and fun for streaming, and this definitely fits what I wanted. Especially, I like keeping the streams pretty laid back, conversational, and this won't be like too intense of a deal. Whereas during a game, I might be a little bit too focused to get around to a lot of questions and whatnot. So I gotta make this owner, and this will be a live stream only series, of course. Barry Sanders. A lot of people want to see me make Barry Sanders as the owner. Or Joey Harrington. Alright. I can get down with Barry Sanders. How about that? Barry Sanders. He now owns the team. He retired early. He didn't need the money anymore. He had plenty. Then he made a few wise investments. And here he is. Barry Sanders. Owner of the Detroit Lions. Do Eminem if you want to do lifelong fan. So we're off to the Motor City here pretty soon. Do I get to customize his look and whatnot? Do you even do that anymore as an owner? I don't remember. I don't think so, actually. Oh, Joey Harrington, Oregon Duck legend. All right, we're going to go all-pro on here just to keep things pretty ratings-based for the series. Game speed, normal. Instant starter, trade deadline, firing, cap. We're going to turn relocation off for now. Pre-existing injury off. We're going to make clock management here 12-minute quarters. And we are going to keep all of this off so I control that. No tutorials. Every 4 weeks for progression. Probably going to use T-Dog's sliders. I couldn't implement them yet. I haven't made the thing. League settings. Change role. Starting point. We're actually going to start in preseason because I don't want them cutting players that I don't want them cutting. And I checked this Lions roster. They had 9 tight ends. So I don't know what the team would do if I didn't step in here and be like, I'm going to handle these cuts. So start playing preseason. Your season starts now. I can't even hear it, but I know that they say it every time here. Just making sure everything is good to go here. It's telling me right now the stream status is kind of bad, and it does look like a lot of frames are dropping. I'm not sure what it is tonight. But hopefully, I don't see a lot of comments talking about it, and a lot of viewers are in here and it's going up, so. By the way, these streams will be about an hour to an hour and a half long, and we'll just see how far we get every stream. We'll see how much progress we can make. So, we are with the Detroit Lions. We have a media question here. Larry Ridley, you headed up a group of investors to potentially buy a franchise, and now you have one. Why did you want to be an owner so bad? All right, Barry. My history being what it is, I think I can be unique. I know football, and I think it's a big reason why this team will be a winner under me. Truthfully, it's the fans. They were so great to me during my time as a player, and I just wanted to stay involved in the game and give back to them. All right. Barry Sanders is going to play the fan card here, but it's going to take winning seasons here to get our ticket prices. Or is that ticket sales? Because, I mean, I control the prices. Barry Sanders here controls the prices. Alrighty. So I wanted to just take a look at this roster, basically, as we get underway. Let's check out the news story, something we'll be doing quite often in this series. In 1 sec, as I missed a super chat. Appreciate the super chats rolling in. They are very appreciative. Alright, from Mongo5817, there are 2 types of people in this world. Those who can count and those who can't. Am I missing something here? I guess I'm one. Those who can count. Normally I'd be looking for the catch there. I'm still gonna think about it. Alrighty. Let's head to the team. My stories. He had an illustrious career as a player. Now Barry Sanders will test his management skills as owner of the Detroit Lions. Alrighty. Can you play NBA 2K17 Fantasy Draft? I haven't played 2K in a long time, but I'd like to maybe pick it up and maybe do something streaming with it. But at the moment, I got kind of plenty to do. Barry Sanders. Detroit is made to be a football town. Sanders needs to capitalize on that. Skip Bayless didn't have any hot take there. That's not going to get the retweet, Skip. So I wanted to introduce you to this roster, of course. We'll be getting into simming and whatnot soon. Don't worry. That'll go by pretty quickly, I'm sure. But, of course, Matthew Stafford is our starting quarterback, who is in the final year of his contract, I believe, on here. Ratings are solid. He's definitely improved over the last couple of years, especially. Here are the stats from 2015. 32 touchdowns, 13 picks. And, okay, we have him for 2 years. Because I'm ahead of myself, of course. So that's going to be a situation at some point. When it comes to running back, Theo Riddick and Amir Abdullah are 2 of my favorite players on this team. I'm a big fan of Theo. And you'd hope that Abdullah could become the starter of the future. The problem is that both have fumble issues, and I'm not sure if either can be a 3-down back for us. I think Abdullah is best suited for that role, And there are some other backs on the roster like Zach Zenner, who actually could be deserving of some carries. I mean, those ratings are pretty solid, and he has good carrying, get yards after contact. So with the wide receivers, we have Golden Tate and Marvin Jones, two pretty solid receivers to work around. I'm not sure if either is number 1 caliber, but I think together they'll be a good duo. Tate's ratings, though, to me do say number 1 wide receiver. Marvin Jones also could say number 1 receiver. Catching needs to come up a little bit more. And then we have the veteran Anquan Bolden, Andre Roberts, TJ Jones might be a player we can build around if we can get that route running up. And then we got too many tight ends. And Eric Ebron leads the way, who's been very inconsistent throughout his career, not much of a blocker. Has not become that, Jimmy Graham caliber receiving tight end I think everybody hoped he would be. But, I don't know, maybe he could still be the tight end this team needs. Taylor Decker at left tackle, hopefully a bookend for us for a long time. Laken Tomlinson, Travis Swanson, Larry Warford, and Riley Reef. Then on the defensive side here, we got a super chat. Mr. Super Bacon says there are 2 types of people in this world, Leon Daniels and everyone else. That's right, Leon is in a class of his own. Defensively, Kerry Hyder. Can we work with Kerry? Yes, I knew we could. 86 finesse move. You know how I am about those mid-80s pass rush moves. You'll stay on the team forever if you got an 85 or up at one of those. Devin Taylor. He's got power moves, but not much strength to go with it. That is the lowest strength I think I've seen for a pass rusher that should be able to get to the quarterback. Ezekiel Ansah, 27 years old. Solid player. Maybe not elite at the moment, but certainly above average. Then Haloti Nada entering the final stage of his career. Could use some help at D tackle if we can, as we also hope that Ashawn Robinson can develop. At linebacker, Josh Bynes, Tahir Whitehead. DeAndre Levy is battled back from injuries. Darius Slay, one of our best players. One of our best playmakers. Big play Slay as they call him. And he already has the big contract, so we don't have to worry about him. Under contract through 2020. Now, in this series, the goal is obviously to make this team a Super Bowl champion for the first time in team history. And we got a super chat here from Zachary Archambault. If I'm not saying that correctly, I'm sorry. And he says, Kofefe. Isn't that too old now? That meme's like a day old now. Glover Quinn, Tavon Wilson, Matt Prater, Sam Martin. So basically, with this team, the goal is to win a Super Bowl, but that's not the only objective here. We're going to take our time with these players to see them develop and to craft this roster and to see how the season unfolds for us. So what we're going to do here is sim our first preseason game and just see how things go. I have to make cuts between every week, so I'm not going to sim it all at once. But basically, I just wanted this to become a series where we could try building this team up and maybe find something new and really fun to do. So one new injury here, that's going to be a big part of this here, injuries. Devin Taylor is already hurt until the regular season. It looks like he'll be good to go week 2 or so. We have to make a couple cuts here, so I'm just going to go to those tight ends first and foremost. We have a bunch that are like 40 overall. So, yeah, where do you begin here? I guess at 44 overall is where I'd begin. Then at 48 overall. And at... No, I think Mulligan deserves to be cut first. All right, so that's 3 cut tight ends. Just want to take a quick look at how that first game went as we scored 44 points. Beat them 44-41. 500 yards of offense. Big Ben, 3 touchdowns. Matt Stafford, 1 touchdown, 2 picks for us. Any fumbles here? Abdullah did fumble once. He had 2 touchdowns as well. Those fumbles are going to be the main thing with him. Big day for Andre Roberts. Yeah, I cut the long snapper. I'm sorry, but everybody cuts the long snapper in Madden. A lot of sacks here. Too many for them, though. Alrighty, let's sim through the second game now. And we'll check stories and whatnot when we get to the regular season. But there will be time when there's a key matchup that we want to spend some extra time with, and we'll actually jump into the game and see how things go. We'll, see some key possessions in key games. Now we have Dan Orlovsky getting hurt, our second injury so far. He's going to be out until week 3 or so, and we have a handful of more cuts to make. All right, Barry, what's our next move? Oh, 49 route running. That's too much work. Is this really the only screen you get for cutting? I always forget. We still got Jake Rudock here, but we could use another backup quarterback now. I don't want to cut these running backs because I think Dwayne Washington has a lot of potential. Thank you, Antoine Pitts, for the super chat. But Dwayne Washington, not sure if I can keep him on the practice squad. He might get taken up at some point. Joique Bell might be the odd man out here because he's probably not a player we can build around. He's already 30 years old. So why don't we cut Joique Bell right now? I like to roll 4 running backs, and this way we can keep things the way they are. Michael Burton would be a 5th running back, basically. Then, in the receiving core, we have 6'7". Rashad Ross, who was a kick returner for Washington, I believe. Jace Billingsley, that's really low route running. We can probably do better than Jace Billingsley. Then, at tight end, still way too many. Ebron. We could keep Tim Wright. Let's cut Kari Lee. And also Cole Wick. And that gives us the 5 of 5. I'm sorry if this is laggy. I'm not really sure what's going on tonight with my connection or whatever. On to week number 3 now. So we'll see how Jake Rudock does here, but I'll definitely have to... I probably won't get in our quarterback, actually. Orlovsky won't be gone for long, and if Stafford goes down, we're screwed anyway. All right, we are now 2-1. We have to cut 10 players this week. It's week 4. We can start adding to practice squad, actually, and we have 10 practice squad spots. So why don't we take a look at the numbers now through the first 3 as Stafford is off to 70% and 596 yards. Not bad there. And then Amir Abdullah, 4.9 at carry. Theo Riddick, 3.9. 4 touchdowns for Abdullah with a long of 19. The Sims in here don't give you very good longs in the running game. Receiving, Bolden, Tate, Roberts, Jones. How about defensively? John Bostic here leading the way in tackles. Then Antoine Williams. Interceptions for John Bostic and Quandre Diggs. How about catches allowed? That might be a stat we can actually use. Bostic, Williams, Levy, Batamosi. It sucks how injuries robbed DeAndre Levy of a few more years of his prime because he was rock solid for a while. Alrighty, so at this point we can start adding players to our practice squad and then we'll get on to the regular season. We will start with Kennard Backman, then Darius Barnes. I don't think that his ratings are good enough, actually. We're going to cut him. Rashad Ross, I might have to cut him as well. Cresden Butler, not practice squad eligible anyway. He'll get cut. Asa Jackson. Man, they got some bad defensive backs on here. These ratings are not good. Brandon Thomas, Dwayne Washington. I'm afraid to put him on the squad. Kyrie Thornton. Let me just go through position by position here so I can see how many of everything we have. At receiver, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that Rashad Ross is going to get cut. At tight end, 3 is enough. Left tackle, probably have too much here. Corey Robinson, too good for the practice squad. And Jason Weaver, I wouldn't want to cut necessarily, but I have to thin this up somehow. Joe Dahl, I wonder if he'd live on the practice squad long. But he's already better than Lakin in a lot of in those 2 key ratings, so might not want to do that. Graham Glasgow, I'll move him to the practice squad. At right guard, Brandon Thomas, very strong but hasn't developed. Garrett Reynolds, Larry Warford. And then Riley Reef, Cornelius Lucas will cut with that low strength. Still have a lot more work to do here. Brandon Copeland, we'll cut him. We got 3 right ends. We're going to cut Armani Bryant. So we're kind of thin at pass rusher at the moment. But we got too many defensive tackles, first off. We'll cut Thornton. We'll cut... I guess we'll cut Stephon Charles. And this team actually needs a lot of work. We're going to cut Steve Longa here. Have I cut more than I needed to? I think so. So I got a couple of roster spots open. Let me see what I should go grab then. Maybe I can look to somebody else's practice squad at some point and make a big signing. Not big signing, but, you know, just bring in a player. Probably not going to be anybody on the offensive side. We could go get a pass rusher from somebody. Let's see, how many O-linemen is that? That is 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's still too many, really. So why don't we cut Brandon Thomas? Well, he might actually develop okay. Maybe I'm being a little too generous. Awareness is super low. We're just going to cut him now. So I got roster spots open. Kerry Hyder, Devin Taylor, Zeke Ansah, Anthony Zettel. Let's see. 6 linebackers, 5 corners, 5 safeties. This actually doesn't seem too bad right now. But if we got roster spots, I'll take advantage. We might be able to get a developmental quarterback, actually. So why don't we... This is week 4. Let me work on filling. I want to see who all gets final cut so I can get some more options for our practice squad here. So we got the NBA Finals starting tonight. Who you guys got? Every time I pop on Twitter, someone's like, Warriors in 4, Cavs in 6. What do you guys think? By the way, why do they have every game like super late and like super spread out? Like if it goes the distance, it'll take like 18 days. Warriors in 2 quarters. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. I was looking away for a while. Oh, come on, load, please. I could use that loading. We are caught up. Perfect. Kane, how do you get the balance between realistic cornerback wide receiver play slider wise? Honestly, lately it's been just more keeping them default. The coverage ratings, that is. I feel like 50 right now on all Madden is giving me pretty good results. And yeah, I guess you can kind of trust the ratings on all Madden there a little bit. I haven't really watched a lot of basketball this year, but if I had to give you my prediction, I'd probably say between the Warriors and the Cavs. I mean, the Warriors are going to be hungry, but can they top LeBron this time after last year and get that revenge? Let me check out free agents here, but man, I don't know if they can beat LeBron. I kind of want to go with the Cavs, but at the same time, might have to go Warriors. Warriors in 6. If it goes game 7, Cavs win. If it goes the distance. You're not beating LeBron in game 7, I don't think. But what do I know? Nothing, actually. Practice squad eligible. Why don't we look to Carl Davis? What do we got here? Carl, 88 strength. That's a player. He is practice squad eligible. Oh, we have open spot on the roster. Carl Davis, I'll sign him. And then at cornerback, where we could definitely use some help, how about Will Redmond, who's a rookie? Might be a player you can work around. I like the height and speed. Ooh, Chris Hackett. I like Chris Hackett. Ugh, speed and coverage are so poor. Let me find... I think I need a run-stopping outside linebacker as we look to replace DeAndre Levy at some point, and Nick Vigil might be that guy for us. All right, can I add to practice squad now? I still have active roster spots. I've never had so many like spots that I just didn't know what to do with. So I'm going to add a quarterback. Oh, Hackenberg is now a free agent. Christian Hackenberg. Oh, there's a reason. I just usually go by here and I sort by who has the best short throw accuracy. Mike Berkovici. Vici. Yeah. Joe Licata. How about something like deep accuracy? Hackenberg. Brian Bennett. Alright, we're just going to assign Berkovici here. Is there a spot now? How many... Oh, I see what's going on, I think. But now I have to cut one player. I was really confused. They let me sign one too many. So why don't we release Alex Carter here? I was trying to add players to practice squad, but now we're in week 1. We're in the regular season. And here's how the injury situation looks for our team. Devin Taylor, Dan Orlovsky. And we'll keep an eye on our division rivals, as the Packers are without Jake Ryan now. The Vikings, Antone Exum, Sam Bradford's hurt. Kentrell Brothers, Brandon Fusco. By the way, I gotta know, like, is the reason the Lions were selected here because I'm a Viking fan? Because I didn't think they'd win. I figured maybe, the Titans would win. They got Marcus Mariota. But no, the Lions won with a lot of room to spare, actually. Quite a bit. Like 70 votes or something by the time I had checked. So what I'm going to do here is just kind of set this depth chart the way I want it. And we'll start simming some of these regular season games. So, Stafford, of course, starting. Riddick, we're going to put Abdullah here. We're going to put Zenner at number 2. And then I'm going to have Riddick be the third down back. And hopefully that means that we get, like, some carries to all of them. Receiver is okay the way it's set up. Then Ebron, Harbor, Wright. Decker, Robinson, Warford. Garrett Reynolds. That's what it wants to set up right now. Travis Swanson. Laken Tomlinson. Okay, I just wanted us to use those 2 best guards we had here. However, I still wanted to try developing Laken. So at right tackle, we'll go with Reef. And then Kerry Hyder here at end. I needed to find another one to go with. We got 4 ends right now. I like to have 5 or 6. Elodie Nada, Tyron Walker, Ashawn. I want to get Ashawn some playing time, of course. So we're not going to have him be so far down. And then at backers, we have Josh Bynes. We'll go Tahir Whitehead, backed up by Bostic. DeAndre Levy on the other side. And at corner, we could definitely use... Oh, we have a 5th. Will Redmond. That's right. All right. Slay, Lawson, Batamosi, Diggs, Redmond. Safety, Glover Quinn. Opposite safety, Tavon Wilson. Matt Prater. Sam Martin. Kick returner now. Who do I want to give kick return duties to? Riddick is one of our best. Golden Tate. I let Golden Tate handle punts. But when it comes to kicks, why don't we... What about Dwayne Washington? 90 speed, 90 excel, 78 return. Might fit. Want to see if I can get him some XP as a returner. So I'll go Dwayne Washington there. Kickoff specialist, Larry Warford. All right, so that's kind of all set up. Oh, they did the practice squad for me. That all got messed up. That really got messed up. Sorry, it's not super exciting right now. We're going to get there, I promise. We're in week 1, though. Where's Stafford? Where'd Matt Stafford go? He's still here, right? I don't know why it took them all out. So we're going to let Abdullah be the day 1 starter at tailback. And I do want to try jumping into one of these games today and actually watching a few drives with the team. So here is kind of an overall look of the roster right now. Matt Stafford and pretty good receivers. Some potential there in the running game. Pretty good receiving backs. Defensively, definitely worried. We have a couple standouts with Slay and Ansah, but it's all about getting the pieces around them to work well. Quinn isn't bad either, but we still have the front 4 to worry about and making that better part of the team. Let me go to the practice squad here. And I got to see if I even like the players they put on my practice squad. Because it did automatically. Dean Marlowe. Marlowe's not great. Kind of a special teams player. Javian Elliott. Might be able to work with that. Kurt Maggot. Yeah, I can deal with that. Xavier Dixon. Yes. Daniel Braverman. Yes. Jake Rogers. Also yes. I don't need 2 running backs on here, though. Russell Hansbrough. Then there's Alonzo Harris. I'm going to find a running back that I want to roll with, though. I'm going to release Hansbrough here. And I want to find a running back quick. Not that I actually need one. So if I can find somebody else, then I will do that. I need practice squad eligible. Bobby McCain. Tell me more. 79 zone. The man is just a problem. Cedric Ogbuehi got released. Shalik Calhoun. Reese Odiambo. No. I might have to go with Shalik Calhoun. Move him to the practice squad. Change him to be a defensive end, probably. Alrighty. Thank you all for bearing with me. I have 860-something viewers right now, and the number keeps going up. So you guys must like some of what you're seeing here, at least, or that just very patient. I do think that you guys are a very patient group of subscribers because I've always, you know, been late to deliver certain things that I wanted to do, or I've, you know, been inconsistent with stuff, and you guys have always been very patient. I'm not even sure where I'm going anymore on here. Let me move Calhoun quick to end. Left end. Or actually right end. Okay, so we're going to start now going through some games, and we're going to see how this team does. I appreciate you guys waiting for this to get all set up here. I didn't anticipate this taking so long, but we're about to get going now. The Lions are here. Season 1 underway. Let me just save it quick in case something were to happen. I got a million files here because that's how I roll. Lions Build. Got backup files for everything, pretty much. And another one to join the list, I guess. So, let me see our schedule quick. All right, why don't we're going to jump into that Packer game, and we're actually going to see this team play a little bit. So we're going to sim the first two, then get to the Packers. So let's sim week 1, Lions and the Colts. I just noticed Kane has more hair than I've ever seen him with. I know I'm due for a haircut. If my hair is long enough to even think about getting messy, that's how I know it's too long. I like my hair pretty short. So we win. We won big, by the way, and we got 2 new injuries. Let me just check on the injuries quick. We start the season with a win, but we lose. Oh. I got to deal with offensive lineman issues now and injuries. Taylor Decker. Corey Robinson also hurt, and he's going to probably be on the... he could come back later, but I don't want a backup occupying a roster spot like that, especially when we just lost 2 left tackles in the same game. So Decker's going to miss a couple games for us. We have simmed, so he's going to miss 3 games. Corey Robinson, though, immediately we got to put him on the injured reserve. So that sucks. Broken tailbone. I haven't done XP sliders yet, but I will for the next go around. We're not going to lose a lot of ground anyway. Actually, I'm not going to use XP sliders in year 1 at all, because basically I'm using the rosters that already have like development already for these guys. You know, like the rookies. They already had a real life NFL season, and their ratings have been adjusted accordingly. I mean, then they're replaying the rookie season now. I might as well keep it balanced, and then we'll go XP sliders next year. I think that makes the most sense. So we win that game though, 55-14 or 45-14. Explosive offense in Indianapolis. We got all those scores there in the second half. Not bad. Shut them out. We went and turned it over once. Held strong on 3rd down. 5 red zone touchdowns for us, and we controlled the clock. There we go. Matt Stafford, 2 touchdowns for us and a pick. On the ground, though, Amir Abdullah gave him the chance, and look what he does. 2 scores. 2 also to Zach Zenner. 1 carry for Theo Riddick. But Abdullah a lot more efficient. Receiving, T.Y. held to 66. Marvin Jones gets 50. 68 and 2 for Golden Tate. And Quan Bolden gets 44. And then defensively, Nevin Lawson leads us in tackles. A corner, that's not ideal. Levy tied with him, though. Haloti gets the sack. Interception-wise, Darius, big play. Slay picked off Andrew Luck. Catches allowed. Nevin Lawson gave up 6 catches. Not great. How did kicks go? 6 for 6 on extras, 1 for 1. Only 2 punts for us. All right. Very, very nice in week 1 for the Detroit Lions. Now I got to make a roster move here, and I have to get our left tackle situation straight. So let me see. I got to see what we have for backup linemen now. If we have Tomlinson at left guard, we have Swanson at center. We're going to have Warford at right and Reef at right tackle. I don't know if I want to go with Jason Weaver. So we've got to go sign someone off the street for at least a little while. But we have the roster spot opened up now. So let me just get left tackles here overall. Khalif Barnes is the best overall. 79 pass block. Who is the best pass blocker on the market? Jake Rogers. Didn't we cut him? We could bring him back on the cheap. Try developing him a little bit. Although it'd only be a few games. Might want to go with more of a veteran then. Tyrus Thompson. We could sign him off the Chargers practice squad, although at 66 impact. I mean, you can't just find good offensive linemen anywhere. It doesn't happen. How about Terry Poole? He might be a player we can develop a little bit. I'm going to sign Terry Poole here. And he's going to immediately become our starting left tackle. So Poole, Tomlinson, Swanson, Warford, Reef. We get the nice win there on the road. And now we have a media question after our 1-0 victory. Many folks, including yourself, thought this team would perform better last season, but things did not come together. How do you avoid that again this season? From start to finish, the coaching has to be consistent. Leadership starts at the top, and that means the staff has to stay on point. The players in the locker room need to stay focused on our goals. This is a playoff team, and they need to show that every week. I like that one. You focus on the players. Roster rating, plus 2% per winning season. I'm sorry I haven't gotten to a lot of your feedback here. Let me swap screens. I have to turn all the way to see your questions. So what do you guys think so far a half hour in? So we're 1-0. Let's get on to week number 2. Can't know the O-line is bad, but this dude wouldn't get run in the Yale spring scrimmage. It's not that bad. Oh, we lost. Oh, no. Oh, my. Oh, no. Matt Stafford. Welcome to the Lions franchise, everybody. Is it a rebuild series now? Oh, man. Oh, wow. We lost Matt Stafford for almost an entire year. Guys, this is nuts. Matt Stafford's going on the injured reserve. Well, there goes the season. We got 2 quarterbacks hurt already, Taylor Decker and Corey Robinson. Anybody else feeling the same pain as us? Any other quarterbacks out here hurt? We can't be the only one. Sam Bradford was hurt, but they already got Teddy. Trevor Simeon's hurt. Robert Griffin III is hurt. Drew Stanton. We are one of the only teams that is without their starting quarterback. Well, this series just got a whole lot more interesting. The Detroit Lions are now on the clock. We can start scouting in this one, though. Oh, big injury decision. They've cleared Taylor Decker. There's no need to take a risk now. Poole already allowed 2 sacks. But there's no need to allow or rush Decker back in a season that's now probably going to be gone. Do you guys still want to see a little bit of playing time against the Packers? A drive or 2? Let me know about that. A player has regressed. Oh, the major injury knocks all that down? I've never seen that. Super chat from Kyle Hummel. So, Cutler? Maybe Cutler time. We cannot start Jake Rudock, though. Jake Rudock is a 6th-round pick from Michigan. Sound familiar? Oh, man, that's right. Is he really a 6th-round pick? We could bring in Kellen Moore. We could tell Johnny Manziel to help us figure it out. Kellen Moore, Bruce Gradkowski, and Tavares Jackson. Oh, this season is already so messed up. I got to see that last game for us. We lost to Tennessee in overtime, so we almost pulled it off. And Stafford played quite a bit, but Rudock actually came in. No touchdowns, no picks, 9 for 13. All right. I'm not sure if Matt Stafford is about to be Drew Bledsoe, but Rudock came in and at least had good mop-up time. We did not do a good job, though, against Mariota, it appears. In the running game, DeMarco Murray ran all over us. Abdullah could not get going. Receiving-wise, Tate and Jones produced, but how are receivers going to do now with no Matt Stafford? Levy 14 tackles. Oh, man. Taj Body on the Super Chat from 27 Super Yankees. Hey, Yankees, your team's doing pretty well this year. If they win the World Series, though, you might have to get a new account. So we're up against the Packers then. We got the Packers next. Tank the season, get that top pick. And then Stafford comes back with 1 year on his contract. So, what else are we going to do? Johnny Manziel, welcome to the Detroit Lions. I didn't see anybody else here that was all that interesting. Johnny Football is in the Motor City. And this is going to be nuts. Johnny Manziel making his Lions debut today. Maybe this series is going to be a lot of fun. Because this is already off to a crazy start. By the way, let's do our scouting now. So I definitely want to focus on getting a cornerback for this team. And we have 4 first-round options. We're going to scout all of them. Cedric Womack. B- man, B- zone, balance, but that's not an early first-round talent right there. That is a late first to me. Dixon St. Clair. Come on now. Diamond Carthen. Ah, good zone. Why don't we scout A.J. Wilbur? There we go. That's my favorite cornerback so far from Clemson. And then I got a few more points to spend. Why don't we go... What do I want to scout? Might need some guard help and also could use a tackle because Reef is up after this here. Let's check on Buck Pasco. Good run blocker, but there are so many in there. I do want to jump into the Packer game a little bit, though. What was I just about to check? I wanted to go to staff. That's right. I wanted to see our scout. He looks at linebacker overall. We're going to fire him. He's doing a terrible job. And I want to scout, or get a scout that does DB overall. We could use some defensive backs. All right. So next time I go to scout DBs, that'll be cheaper. I could have done that before, but forgot. All right, Barry Sanders. This is going to be a big moment for you to see how you rebound after a Matthew Stafford season-ending injury. Let me save it quick, and then we're going to play. Well, not really play. We're going to go in Super Sim most of the game, but we're also going to sit back and watch some of the game with Johnny Manziel now at quarterback for the Lions. So, let me just make sure the settings are all right here. We're on All Pro, 12 minutes. I think we're good to go. All right, guys, Lions and Packers now in the post-Matt Stafford era. So that is a very interesting way to begin our journey here with the Detroit Lions. I did not expect this. I gotta give Johnny number 2. I forgot that too. So I'll probably want to get Manziel in the thumbnail, honestly, but we'll see. I wish there was maybe a more developmental quarterback available. The reason why I settled on Manziel was because I didn't think there was one that you could develop anyway. Like, if we could have gotten maybe... I'm trying to think of who I... You know who I really want? Vernon Adams, who went to the CFL. I don't know, I'm not sure how he did there. But Vernon Adams, I wanted to see him get a shot in the NFL. And if I could have Vernon Adams on the team now, that'd be awesome. Already the best YouTube Madden Sim franchise ever. I'm doing my best here. I'm doing what I can. Trade for A.J. McCarron. I'm not going to make a one-year trade because we can still have Stafford back next year. Still under contract even. Alrighty, Packers going throwbacks in this one. What do we got for the Lions? Regular. So Johnny Manziel's making his debut here. Not Vernon Adams. You need LeVar Ball. Alrighty. So what we're going to do, of course, it's a sim franchise. We are the general managers here. So, first quarter underway. What do we have here for the Packers? Aaron Rodgers getting to work, and they don't get a lot going, actually. So, they punt it. Why don't we sit back and watch the first possession with Johnny Manziel. Here we go. Manziel at quarterback. They're in the shotgun. How is this team going to look now? Manziel will throw it for the first time and miss his receiver on his very first pass attempt. Jim Caldwell, settle in for a long year. I wish it would just jump from next play to next play on its own. Did you think your Twins will hang on and continue to improve? I mean, they've made it this far, so I definitely hope that they can continue playing good baseball. But I'm worried the bullpen eventually might catch up to them. A bad bullpen in the wrong series against the right offense could lead to a downward spiral if they get swept or something. 3rd and 9, Manziel going down. Julius Peppers. Ugh. This is going to be rough. Oh, Manziel already is number 2, guys. Come on, you can't skip all this easily. Can I get that replay? I just wanted to get a shot of Manziel in case he goes in the thumbnail. Want to give me some options here. But this is one way to kick off a series, everybody. I did not expect anything like this. I can use that. I can use that. Okay, I got what I need. So let's sim again. Oh, nice punt there by Sam Martin. As the Packers appeared to be out to kind of a slow start, and now they get the penalty on Bakhtiari. Knocked away Tavon Wilson. Jeff Janis. We'll watch some defense too. It's not just about the offense. Got a lot of building to do with this team. If we get down in the red zone, we'll probably join them again. As we are pounding the ball here with Abdullah. They're down and sacked by Mike Daniels. Come on! Guys! That's our 3rd quarterback to get hurt. Alright, the Manziel era is gone now, and Jake Rudock is going to begin his time as a Lion quarterback. Yep, just run it all day long. You don't need anything else. Wow, we're really just going to run it every play. It's like 7 in a row. Wait, Manziel came back! Manziel came back to throw a touchdown to Golden Tate. Okay, it wasn't a serious injury. Man, this is wild. And we're beating the Packers right now. Ah, of course they get 8 on 3rd and 7. Then Devontae Adams gets cooking. Ooh, this is bad. And touchdown Green Bay. They get the answer. All right, 7-7 now as we get the football back. A lot of Abdullah here. In the second half, I might have to put another running back to spread out carries a little bit. There we go, getting Zenner involved now. Hopefully Abdullah isn't like hurt and he's just tired. That's like 4 straight carries. There's a penalty. Manziel incomplete. And a 10-yard pass. All right, let's watch them. They're back in the red zone again. 20 rushes to 8 passes at the moment. You should try out for ESPN. You definitely have the voice for ESPN radio. I'd probably be part of the firings too. Ain't no one got a job there anymore, it seems. That run failed. Like, who's left at ESPN? Like the First Take crew and Scott Van Pelt? 3rd down and 9. All right, Johnny. Just don't take any bad risks here. No Manzelling. As Manziel misses again. So we'll have to be settling here, it looks like. Let me sim this field goal attempt. It's good. So we have the lead again, though. But how long can we hang on to this lead against the Packers? We're hanging on, though. We're playing tough. These division games are always so tough. You have a good radio face. I agree. That's pretty good. If you can't laugh at yourself, then don't laugh. Lee Corso signed a multi-year. Johnny. Oh, how we get the football back? I missed what we did. But we are really close now to the end zone. What happened? Somewhere in there we got the ball. I don't know. But I'll take it. They turned it over somehow. We're going to find out at probably halftime or something. All right, get into the end zone. We can beat this team. And Manziel, he's open. Abdullah, touchdown. It almost didn't work. Don't scare me like that. Amir Abdullah with the score. Manziel with 2 touchdowns in his debut. Here's another look as Abdullah was just wide open. Gets that dive in there. I'm having fun with this so far. This is a good time. It was a punt? Huh. I guess I missed it. We had excellent field position. End the first half, please. With us winning. All right, second half underway now. Can we keep this lead over the Packers? Abdullah getting plenty of work. Uh-oh, going the wrong way. 3rd down. Nope. All right, defense, you've done so well up to this point. Ansah gets the penalty. Lacey converts. They run it so much here in the sim. I hope that gets cleaned up a bit more in Madden 18. Who knows, maybe this becomes a series I do in Madden 18 as well, if we have a good time here. 52-yard field goal, though, as they make it a touchdown game. Oh, now we get Manziel running a bit. All right, Abdullah already has 1 million carries. I'm sure. Let me check the numbers. I want to spread that out a little bit. Don't want to get him hurt. Already 27 carries for him. Zenner's only at 5. I want to get Theo some work here, as he hasn't really done a whole lot yet. All right. So we continue on. 3rd down, Theo Riddick. Look at that. I'm helping the team out. 20 yards. 5-yard penalty. Is it happening right now? Is this happening? Looking for another score here. Johnny and the Lions down in the red zone. Oh, 800 viewers here. That's awesome. Theo Riddick can't shake his way through. That's all right. Wow. A little bit of a jumbo look here to be at the 7-yard line. Manziel gives to Riddick. They're running the stretch. Riddick taken down on the outside. Still can't get any yardage with him, so now 3rd and goal. What's the look they're going with here? They're going to spread things out now. Eric Ebron, slot right. I'd keep an eye on him with that open side of the field. And now we're going to go to the 4th quarter. We are so close to upsetting the Packers. All right. 3 receivers again. Packers and press showing blitz. 3rd and goal for Johnny. They bring 4. Manziel. Touchdown! Anquan Bolden's wide open. Okay, a 3-touchdown game for Manziel. I'm not sure anybody expected this. Perhaps the season is not over. We sack Aaron Rodgers, Kerry Hyder. 3rd down. Got it. Wow. We haven't watched much of the defense in this game. How'd they get it back like that? Hey, what are you doing? Stop that. Let's watch some of the D. Is this Manziel's first 3-touchdown game? Packers down 14. Rodgers underneath Devontae Adams. I'll get them 7. But Rodgers, look at the yards per attempt. That's extremely low. Not very impressive. And now 2nd down. Rodgers to a wide open Cook. They get 3 more. Give Manziel superstar development. His play might raise it. I'm not sure what it takes, but he's not slow right now, so he's still got to get to normal. 3rd down and inches from the empty look. Rodgers to Jeff Janis. They get to the 1. Trying to stop Lacy now. We cannot. Eddie Lacy with a touchdown. And the Packers end up not tying it, but now it's a touchdown game. Still some pressure. We got to chew up some clock, though. Theo Riddick. Ooh, incomplete. Incomplete again. Guys, don't choke this game away. Rodgers to Cook. Now Jordy. Knocked away. Big 3rd down. And they got it. And a super chat from Matthew Wasserman. Frames are dropping rapidly. I know. I'm sorry. I'm not sure why. There's no reason it should be dropping this rapidly right now. I hope that you've still enjoyed the stream. 3rd down here again. They got another conversion. 12 more. Someone's got to jump in and make a play. 3rd down. Let's watch this. Packers have thrown it 43 times. Third down and 5 for Rodgers. Need the 6 for a first. He steps up and is sacked by Ezekiel Ansah. He waited too long. There we go. Ziggy Ansah comes through for us. We needed that right there. So they hit a field goal. We're up 4. We gotta work this clock down. We get the first? No. Let's watch 3rd and 1. We're gonna watch some of these key plays in this close game. Third down. Burton the fullback. And we're going Theo Riddick. Uh-oh. Please say, yeah, he got the first down. Lost of 3, though. 16 to Theo. That's big. Oh, that was the same thing. Now Packers having to use their timeouts. All we need is one more first down, and we're going to beat the Packers without Matthew Stafford. First down here, and it's over. Come on, Lions. Come on, Detroit. We're going to not get it. Aaron Rodgers has a chance. We missed a 60-yard field goal. Why did we even attempt it? All right. I guess we got to watch the rest now. We got to see how this plays out. We got to watch this. By the way, if you're enjoying the video in this first part, please leave a like. This has been more fun than I anticipated, actually. This is intense. So, no timeouts for Green Bay. Rodgers just gets this away, but he has to throw it to the bench. All right. Can we get 400 likes? We're at 283 right now and 800 plus viewers. And on second down, Aaron Rodgers checks it down. We're not covering Lacey. Inside the 30. Can I call our play? Why are we in 4-3? Am I controlling this? I guess so. As Rodgers throws this away. I've never seen that before. Second down and 10. Rodgers going up top. No, Jordy Nelson. No. Oh my. He gets behind Nevin Lawson. Safety help a little too slow. What on earth? All right. We got to get this in a minute. Here is Dwayne Washington on the return as we've got to get a field goal now in 58 seconds. Oh, man, we were so close. It's still not over. Come on, Frames. Don't let me down right now. So it's Manziel in his first career game as a Lion. Out to Eric Ebron. Well played. Ooh, I can call the plays? Wait. I can't. How am what? I don't know what to do. I guess I ran a play. I gotta use timeout now. I don't like that glitch or whatever that is. How am I gonna throw from that angle? I'm here to chill and watch. Maybe I have to throw coach mode on. I'll probably do that after this. I've never done this before. Like this, so I'll have to see. I can't see anything if I was to play quarterback at all. This is not me playing. This is the sim franchise. I'm the GM. Second down. Manziel wide open. Anquan. Bolden. Timeout Detroit. So we are in range for Matt Prater. We could be going to overtime here with something. Still 29 seconds on the clock. Now Manziel. Going to the outside. Bolden. Oh, man. What are we doing here? I think I just got to call a timeout and get the field goal out here or something, because there's no way. Plus, now we're running out of time. Timeout. Here we go to tie the game and force overtime. Matt Prater, 50-yard try. Come on, Prater. We need you. Kick is good. And we're going to overtime against the Packers. I can't see anything from this. Get out of there. 27-27. I expected this to be like 50-10. We've won the toss. I can't select receive, but it did it by default. My control is like stuck here. All right. So we are going to receive the football. Why don't we sim a few plays here? 4 yards for Theo Riddick. Intercepted by Micah Hyde. Manziel throws an overtime pick. And now they're just going to set up Crosby. Or maybe not even. Wow. Manziel threw an interception in overtime. And now the Packers looking to win it. Rodgers, fade, broken up. Not bad. Second down and goal. Rodgers firing. He's got Davante Adams. That's a touchdown. Oh, man. What a phenomenal catch there by Davante Adams for the touchdown. And we are now 1-2. What a game. That was wild. I have to throw coach mode on, though, so that if that hurry-up thing happens again, that I don't actually control anything. No biggie. Aaron Rodgers, man. Aaron Rodgers did that to us. I want to see that again, though. This catch by Davante Adams. That was just uncalled for. So the Lions are now 1-2. That was at least fun. This is definitely fun so far. We spent more time in that game than I expected because the game ended up being really good. If we were in like a playoff game or something of that nature, that's the type of experience we'd have here. So I hope that you enjoyed that. Not the part where we lost, of course, but man, I can't believe we lost that game. All right, so let's sim to week 4. We're going to sim through week 4, by the way. We have the Bears this week in a 1 versus 2 matchup. Orlovsky can come back, so we are going to release Berkovici. And that should give us a roster spot that I can do whatever with, basically. So the Lions and the Bears. Let me do my scouting quick, and then we're going to sim that game. I definitely want to find some D-tackle help, and there are some good ones in this class. I probably wouldn't take McDougal here. I don't know his best pass rush skill, and I'm looking for pass rush in addition to block shedding. Ooh, I'm not really getting those great first-round talents. That's doable right there. High 70s power move and high 80s block shedding. I like Hamilton. I think getting a pass rusher just overall is really important for us. A lot of 3-4 guys here, though. That's the wrong scheme for edge rusher. Dre Dye. He's a player that we'll have to scout, and he's, you know, in that wheelhouse I like of power moves. And then Luke Woodley. Oh, yeah. He's a player. He's going to go in the top 5. I wish Kane read the comments. I'm sorry. I know I've neglected that too much so far in this. Really loving this so far. First sim series I've watched. Didn't think I'd find it interesting, but I'm liking this. And I think the game dealt us a pretty good hand here. Wow, we got the win. And Taylor Decker's coming back. So we got the win over Chicago by 3. We're playing these really tight games. So what happened this time around? Kind of an average stat line game. Not a ton of yards, not a huge disparity one way or another. Okay, Orlovsky started this game over Manziel and threw 3 touchdowns. And Jay Cutler had a pick plus a touchdown. Pretty good game for Orlovsky, too. I didn't mean to have him benched. I forgot that when players come back from injury, it does that to you. Jordan Howard gets 2 touchdowns. We didn't run the football very well. But Golden Tate leads us in receiving. How about defensively? I don't think we got a single sack in that game. I think that was all them. Yeah, that's a problem. And the pick was Nevin Lawson, who gave up the touchdown to Jordy Nelson. So we're 2-2. Do we go Orlovsky or do we go Manziel, though? They've now each gotten a chance to start a game. Both played pretty well. We got a quarterback controversy. Going to scout. I want to finish up Luke Woodley here. Yeah, that's a good player right there. Real good. How about Ace McClellan? Give me some B+ pass block, please. Still a good player. Wouldn't mind another receiver. Doron Mobley. Ooh, that's nasty right there. Doron Mobley. His top 3 are all catch related, and he's a speed receiver. That guy's going to be a nightmare. That's pretty good. I want to go back to the edge rushers that were primarily hanging out at right outside backer. Muhammad Muck. That's real good. Really good. How about Antoine Freeney? Ooh, okay. That's a first-round talent. Andrew Shea. Still interested. Although I suppose in this series I do have to favor overall a little bit more than I usually do. Because I'm pretty sure the sim engine cares a lot about that. Alright. So, Decker's back at left tackle. We put Manziel back at quarterback now. And we're going to advance through this week as well. Two and 3 as we lost this last game. So Manziel is now 0-2 as a starter. And we got blown out this time by Carson Wentz and the Eagles. 38-19. 2 and 3. Gave up a lot of yards again. Do we get any sacks this time? No, that's back-to-back games with no sacks. And Manziel got sacked 7 times. Nobody ran well in this game. Receiving-wise, Jordan Matthews did well. Abdullah gets a receiving touchdown. But our defense just can't get to the quarterback. And we can't prevent them from getting to our quarterbacks. Emphasis on multiple because we've had so many injuries and weird things play out. We've had 4 quarterbacks throw past this year. Packers are 4-0, by the way. Let's check on some stories now around the league. I do want to take a look at what's happening. Also, draft stories. I did forget about that. What's up, Tom? Anything cool going on? Got a fullback getting re-signed. Only the biggest news here. Jack Doyle gets re-signed. Jabal Shear gets a big contract. Alejandro Villanueva. Larry Fitzgerald now 9th in receptions. And Steve Smith passes Reggie Wayne in yards. How about our stories? Taylor Decker. How much of the season will you do today? I'm probably going to wrap up pretty soon here, but maybe sim another game or 2. I want to see our numbers so far through 5 games. There you can see the numbers for everybody. Running, Abdullah so far 325. Ooh, Zenner not getting it done very well. 4 touchdowns though. Golden Tate has 4 receiving scores for us. Ebron 2. 3 for Abdullah in the air. Not bad. Who's giving up all these sacks though? I'm pretty sure the sim engine tracks those right. Reef, Poole, Decker. So Riley Reef right now is looking like a liability for us. And defensively, we have only 5 sacks in 5 games. And, wait a minute. We saw a couple of them in that Packer game. 2 picks for Slay, 1 for Lawson. Who's allowing all the catches? That would be Whitehead and Lawson along with Tavon Wilson. Any missed kicks? We've missed 2 with Prater. All right. We got some scouting to do here. Wouldn't mind finding a 3-down back too. I'll definitely scout running backs. Corliss Wrightster. That's pretty solid. How about Matt Rideau? Power back. And then Deshaun McDuffie. That is an awesome name, and he has some good traits. Deshaun McDuffie could be coming to a Lions backfield near you one day. I feel like I have to scout these tackles still. B-pass block, okay. Jordan McMillan, solid. Carson Brennan, also good pass blocker. And then Seth Berger, no. What can I spend 12 on? I can go to secondary. Malcolm Hines, 6'2". B- man. We're going to sim this game against the Rams, so we're just 1-4, so we should be able to get the victory, one would think. You'd think, anyway. We won. But a player has regressed. And it's Manziel. Oh, man. Oh, wait, his injury went down. He didn't actually get injured. But now he's more injury prone. He got sacked 4 more times, but this time Manziel played his first victory for us. Let me check the injuries, by the way. It didn't tell me anybody new got hurt. It is the same. So, against the Rams, we won by 6. Just quick square, it automatically scouts the player. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that. I always click on the thing that brings up the big name. All right, 23-17, though. We win this in overtime. So this time Manziel and the offense got it done. Pretty evenly played game, it looks like. Manziel 1 touchdown, sacked 6 times, though. 316 yards. Todd Gurley, 102. Abdullah, 1 touchdown. So I guess Golden Tate might have had the game-winning score for us in overtime, which brings me bad memories as a Vikings fan. Ansah gets 2 sacks, and we had a safety blitz get home. Slay gets a half. Okay, Darius. So we're now 3-3 through 6 weeks. Why don't we check on some of the finances for the team? How are we doing here making money? Are we packing up the Ford Field here? We're not selling out the suites, nor the club or the mezzanine. I like making the mezzanine pretty cheap to sell more. More fans means more fans that can buy merch and concessions to make up for cheaper ticket prices, which is obviously not a business practice that is used in real life. They're just going to charge you $1 million for everything. Merch going down. Home jerseys. Let's put that on sale. How about these jerseys? We have the Stafford uni. He's hurt. They're going on sale. Darius Slay going up in price. Barry Sanders Nike jersey. He is an ex-player. $200. What kind of concessions we got here? Oh, we almost have 5-star. We can sell a lot of stuff here. We can sell premium fish sandwiches at Ford Field. I like making some of these things really cheap. Like fries, $5. That's horrible value. What you do is you make fries $3, so someone goes and gets a burger and fries, and all of a sudden it costs them like $10, and they're like, oh, that wasn't worth it. But maybe it was. Detroit chili dog. Is that a thing? Detroit hot dog's a thing? I've never heard of that. I know Chicago hot dogs. Snow cone. $5. Chicken fingers. $6 is a fair price, as long as you get enough. Apple pie shake, onion rings, that's too expensive. Chicken salad, wings. You can go way more expensive on wings. We're selling a ton of them. Oops, I wasn't done. The fish sandwich is fine. Nachos for $8. We're selling a lot of them. So we're actually going to boost the price. Deep dish pizza, that's fine. Tamales, that's fine. We'll see if these changes lead to more money. We have the 10th ranked offense right now, despite not having Matt Stafford. We have the 27th ranked defense, however. We are 9th in points scored. Not bad at all. We began really hot, but we're 23rd in points allowed. How about weekly awards? We get anything this year? Cutler got NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Or week. Like Brock Osweiler. Osweiler did it in back-to-back weeks. That's 10 touchdowns in 2 weeks' work. No one for us, sadly. Okay, I think that's going to do it for this first stream then. Next time, I'm guessing we will finish out the regular season. I'm guessing, but we'll see how things go. But that's going to do it for this first episode in the Detroit Lions Rebuild franchise. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. It's a brand new series idea, and it sure gave us some fun moments already. Did not expect that Matt Stafford injury, and then the Packer game went so well. It's already been an interesting hour and a half in this series. So if you enjoyed and you want to see more, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you want to be notified when I go live, hit that bell notification on the subscribe thingy, that bell. and you can get notifications when I post videos and go live. Also, follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/MrHurriicane, and you'll be notified when I am going live to do more streams in this series. But I hope that you all had a good time tonight in the first go-around, and I'm excited to get back to it. So I'm sure we'll have another stream maybe this weekend or something, especially if this gets good feedback from you guys. I appreciate it. This was a fun stream. We had quite a few here watching tonight, and I think that was a successful first episode. But that's going to end this one. I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.